So the interesting thing is a start point is always hard to define, but my view on this is you can clearly start today. But the world is already changing around us. There will be more channels. The profound changes brought about by social media are already changing everything we do. My view would be start 2 or 3 years down the road. What will the world look like in 2015? So if you have a strategic team at the top of your enterprise that looks at what 2015 would look like, you probably have a chance of achieving the change of focusing on the customer across all the channels and the customer's needs. I think if you start by starting today, you're already too late. So in many companies we talk to, we find that they are struggling with today's changes. Trust me, they're going to get more complex. They're going to become more profound. They're going to change the way we all operate even more fundamentally. So move the time horizon. We used to talk about H1, H2 and H3, which was the H1 in front of your nose. Horizon 2 was 2 or 3 years down the road, and Horizon 5 was a bit dreamy and where would we go to. I think this H2 is critical in terms of the customer because it actually should drive the behaviour of the enterprise. If we can have a view of where we will all go to in terms of data transparency and how we will operate, then I think you have a chance of reverse engineering your strategy to become much more customer facing in the next 3 to 4 year time frame. Defining the horizons is tough. However, I think when our team looked at this globally a few weeks ago, we identified near on 25 different channels, 25 different ways a customer can connect. We recently saw a client whose customer channel map had 4 channels. Not 4 chosen channels, but 4 defined channels. They'd not looked at the broad brush change with the way we will operate. They'd actually already discounted social media as a change. They discounted it because they didn't really understand where it would go. That to me is not a reason to discount it. I remember, again back 15 years ago, where we talked to customers who would discount the internet channel. They would say, well, it's never going to happen. How could you possibly think that people would have internet on mobile phones? Do you remember mobile phones? They're the size of bricks then, right? You know, how would you ever have that? How would you ever have movies? How would you ever have TV on your mobile device? And yet, you know, I'd encourage everyone that's watching this to go and look at some of the YouTube videos from the Customer Electronics Show in Las Vegas last week. Go frighten yourself. Go scare yourself with some of the devices and changes in software that are coming at you that again will change the customer behavior. And yet, how many of the members, how many of people who are watching this actually sent a representative to the Customer Electronics Show, which is the biggest show on the earth, that shows how customers will connect in the future?